got our Butler County reporter, Stephen Noble. He is in Morgan Township right now. What did you find as you were looking for damage up there?
Yeah, we're on Cincinnati Brookville Road, and you can see this house has been pretty badly hit. Multiple downed trees all throughout the area, and luckily none of them hit the house from what we can see. We spoke to the couple inside. They say they're safe, but their shutters also got taken off of the house. You can see the debris right here, the remnants of it. Again, the couple is safe. In general, as we've been going through Butler County, we haven't seen anything too bad. This was kind of the first area here in Morgan Township where we saw true damage that took place as those strong winds came through. But over in Fairfield, Hamilton, Middletown, it was just some branches here and there that came off those trees, but obviously some real damage in Morgan Township. And again, luckily that family is safe.
All right, Stephen, thank you for that. We know that you'll be out and about trying to get some more of those storm damage reports. We've got our Northern Kentucky reporter, Logan McDonald. Logan, you are there in Newport right now with what looks to be a rather large tree behind you.
Yeah, we're here on West 11th and Columbia Street. You can see right here where they're starting to work on clearing out this tree that's completely wiped out this intersection. You can see right there those traffic lights almost touching the ground. They are pretty much touching the ground to the left of it. These wires have all been knocked down. We've talked to neighbors who said they've lost power, they've lost internet in the area. Right now, the city of Newport working to clear all of this up. I talked to one neighbor earlier who said it kind of all happened in one fell swoop. Just heard that storm come through the sky, almost completely black, and then boom, this entire intersection wiped out here in Newport. You can see them getting to work right there. Now, if I swing you around, you can also see over here where another one of those wires is also hanging down. We've had cars lining up, just confused, trying to figure out how to get through this intersection throughout the course of the last hour or so, as a lot of this is still kind of developing and crews are working on cleaning it. Now, if we pull you back over again here, we're going to show you once again and finish you off where you can see those crews starting to get to work. That literally just happened as you have been watching on air here in the last 30 seconds to a minute or so. Now we're going to be here in Newport keeping an eye on this throughout the course of today and tonight, as this intersection here at West 11th Street and Columbia Street has been wiped out by these storms that have passed through our area and Northern Kentucky. Live in Newport, I'm Logan McDonald, WCPO 9 News.
Yeah, Logan, before we let you go, I'm just sort of fascinated by what the camera was seeing there as you were looking down the other street, the one that you can sort of see right now. There were those trash cans there. Were those pushed over by the wind, or are they put there in that sort of line? Are they blocking like a power line that's down?
Yeah, so those trash cans were actually put by neighbors because a lot of people were pulling up here. You could see where that truck is right now blocking that road. They had to put trash cans there because a lot of people were just pulling up with their cars, not seeing these down wires, kind of trying to pass through the intersection. So a lot of the neighbors kind of took matters into their own hands to put those trash cans up. The ones that you're mentioning that we showed earlier where those cars were lining up down, those were the ones you were pointing out, those trash cans right there. Those were put there by neighbors because people just kept pulling up, not seeing that wire. And at one point, there were about 6-7 cars lined up here on this road trying to get through, and neighbors just kind of had to blockade the road themselves, as that one little orange cone you see, that wasn't enough to just deter people from coming right down to where that down line is. So neighbors kind of doing what they can to keep this intersection clear as officials with the city try and clear all this up here in Newport after this storm.
Yeah, you're trying to keep everyone safe. Some ingenuity there with the trash cans that were already out. Makes a lot of sense. Logan, we'll check back in with you. Thank you for that. We've had our senior reporter, Sean Delancey. He's been traveling around in our 9 First Warning live drive. He's in Southeast Indiana. Just tell me exactly where you are and what you've been seeing on your travels so far, Sean.
Yeah, Adrian, right now we're on Lawrenceburg Road, south of Harrison, West Harrison. We've been largely hanging out in that area for the last hour or so. In that area, we're seeing a lot of what would be indicative of those straight line winds that could come from a derecho, like Steve was mentioning there. A lot of limbs down, a lot of small leaves, debris being blown around and into the roadways, and it's really spotty as to where that was and wasn't. What we have not seen so far, at least in this area of Indiana, Ohio, straddling the state lines there, are trees that have been completely stripped of limbs or something along those lines that you would expect to see from a tornado hitting the ground there. So that's good news for the folks in that area. But as we're heading south here down towards Lawrenceburg, a lot of what we're seeing is patches of these debris fields that are popping across Lawrenceburg Road. A lot of ponding on the roadways. Let me flip you around here so you can see some of what we're looking here. We do have ponding along the side of these roadways that can be problematic. You can hit it if you're going too fast, so just be safe in those areas. One of the things that we noticed heading up this way along Interstate 74 onto 275 heading to Harrison was there were some larger limbs down on portions of the interstate there. Those were not blocking the roadway, but you did have to swerve a little bit. And then there was also a lot of road signs that were blown down, whether it was the ones that tell you the mileage to the next destination or whatever. I couldn't see because of course they were knocked over, but a lot of them did get knocked down in that area. May take some time for ODOT to put those back up at some point. The good news that we're seeing so far is no massive damage up in this area. So one of those things where we're going to keep our eyes out, we're going to keep moving, and we're going to tell you what we see as we get into Dearborn County and further south into Indiana. But keep checking in with us as we drive along. So far, most of the roadways that we're seeing are completely open. You may just have to jump around some debris here or there. Adrian?
Yeah, thank you, Sean. And I imagine some of the back roads as well may have some more damage as well. Let's bring in our Claremont County reporter, Sam Harasimowicz. He's out there, got some caution tape behind him, and he's in Stonelick Township. Sam, what are you seeing?
Adrian, I'm here along US 50. And it mentioned in US 50, and if you look over behind me, this tree is shutting down traffic, and my photojournalist Maddie Smith and I were coming up this way, and this isn't the only closure that we're seeing, because just up the road at Stonelick Williams Corner Road is dealing with the same issue. I actually just got a text from someone down in New Richmond, about 20 minutes from where I am. Another issue in Claremont County because of those storms and the heavy winds knocking down trees. But I want to show you this area over my left shoulder where that tree came down. It was in front of that gray house. That's what's shutting down traffic. But I just finished speaking with the resident in the blue house that you can't see, which is one house over. He said that as those storms were coming in, he saw the winds affecting some of the trees in front. He said he grabbed his dogs, ran into the bathroom, and then bam, right after that, that is when a tree struck his home right by where he was sitting in the main part of his house. So there's a lot of devastation in this area here along US 50 in Stonelick Township and in other parts of Claremont County affected by those heavy winds earlier this afternoon.